When creating videos, the use of different titles with different styles is key to giving your video the look and feel that you want. So in this video we're going to show you a few different ways you can use different types of titles to enhance your videos.
Hello again everyone, welcome back to the Filmstock YouTube channel. We are Chris and Christina, here to help you make better videos and empower your inner video creator.
Just before we get started with this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss any future tips and tricks videos just like this one.
So when it comes to using titles in your videos, there are lots of different types that you can use, from intro screens to lower third titles to location tags and name tags, you name it. You can also use these in different ways with different styles depending on what type of video content you make. And sometimes it can be hard to know where to start, but thankfully Filmstock and us are here to help.
So just before we get into this one, I did use a few different title packs in this video, so those and Filmora 12 will be linked in the description below. So as Christina said, there are many different types of titles and each of those titles can have a different style too. This one isn't really a tutorial, but more of me just giving you some creative ideas and inspiration which will hopefully help you use titles better in your own videos. So let's just get into it. Here are a few examples. The first title I quite liked is this one. It's quite a bold and modern title which also has some animation. It's quite simple but at the same time quite creative and definitely gives a nice vibe. There's almost like a travel/holiday feeling to it. I used this one over this nice drone shot of Miami, and I also decided to change the colour to this pastel pink, which I just think works really nicely. If you want to give your video a bit more of a creative look and not have anything too serious, then something like this title or something similar would work very nicely. So as we also mentioned at the start of the video, there are different types of titles. So when it comes to text or titles in videos, it doesn't always have to mean a big intro title at the start of a video, it can be something a little like this. So these speech bubbles came from the text bubble pack on Filmstock, and they're just a fun and creative way to add text to your videos. They are also a great way to help tell the story better and also include some nice animation. They are also quick and easy to use too. You can just simply drag them onto your timeline above your clips and then change the text, and I also added a little notification sound effect too, just to add something a little bit extra. It's little things like this when it comes to titles and text that can just help give your video a higher quality feel. And although it may take a little extra time while editing, it's definitely worth it. So for the next example, I wanted to show you another regular title. This time I chose something that I thought would fit this skater video nicely. This title has some more animated graphics around it, and the text itself is a bit rough around the edges, which I just think works perfectly for a video like this. And this is really what I want you to take from this video. It's all about creating a look and feel with your videos. Imagine I had chose a very plain and boring title for this video, it just wouldn't feel right at all. But choosing something that fits the theme of the video and adds to it just helps bring things together nicely when you're editing. It's also nice when you find titles like this that include some extra graphics, because adding those graphics yourself can take quite a long time. Now as we said, we do really enjoy the more cinematic style of video editing, so I wanted to show you a title example that really has that cinematic, more serious look and feeling to it. This title is from the very cinematic title pack from Filmstock, and I just think it looks super nice. All I had to do was simply change the text and it's ready to go. A title like this would work perfectly if you were creating a short film, for example, and would just give your intro such a professional look and feel. And for one last example, I wanted to show you something which most video creators use in their videos, and it's simply a social media tag. Like I said previously, titles and text don't always have to be at the start of a video, it can be something simple like this. Filmstock has many different packs which contain these lower third titles in many different styles. This one is from the Cool Social Media Lower Thirds title pack, and it just works perfectly with some nice colour and animation if that's the style that you like. You could also use something similar to this as a location tag, and Filmstock also has a lot of different packs including cool little location tags too. These smaller titles may not seem overly important, but the type and style of the titles you use all throughout your video really do have an effect on how your overall video looks and feels. If you have a particular theme to your content or you have a brand, then sticking with that theme across everything you do is just a good idea and helps keep things consistent. So just make sure you take your titles seriously, as they are a big part of the final video and can have more of an impact than you might think.
So now you know how you can best use titles in your next video.
Those were just a few examples and a few different styles of titles that you can use in your videos, but there are a lot, so make sure to take a look before you finish creating your video. And just before we go, make sure to hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss any future tips and tricks videos just like this one.
Most importantly, keep creating, and we will see you in the next one.